So, what drew you to the world of F1, and why do you feel this was the right time to tell a story about it?
I mean, I've always been interested in cars and racing. I watched the Netflix series Drive to Survive, and what I was struck by from that first season was they focused on the last place teams and the rookies, you know, the people that go out every week and lose. And to me, I thought that was a really interesting way into this world. I also happened to have contact with Lewis Hamilton. I had his email. So I sent him an email and just asked him if he'd be interested in helping me make an authentic racing film in this world. And, you know, luckily for me, he was interested. And that was almost 4 years ago. And now here we are. Movie's done, and we're, you know, ready to show it to the world.
So, how difficult was to film at the same time real competitions were taking place?
It was extremely difficult because, you know, normally we have hours to shoot a scene. When you're shooting on the grid during a real race, sometimes our window would only be a few minutes. So you're having to take everything, you know, the way you're used to working and compress it into a very, very short amount of time, you know, shorter than this interview. So that took a lot of rehearsal. It meant, you know, you needed a great cast that would be able to do the scene in 1 or 2 takes. But it also gives the film an energy that you wouldn't have normally.
The actors themselves drove the cars, so didn't you get nervous by seeing those stars driving so fast?
Of course you do. Anytime you're putting an actor in a situation like this, you're nervous, but both Brad and Damson are really gifted drivers. They had excellent training from professionals for months. The cars were very safe, the tracks we were shooting at were safe. So we did it the right way, but yeah, of course you're nervous. But at the same time, it was very exciting because we were getting great footage.
What was the biggest challenge for you as a director and as a producer?
I mean, there's so many on this film. You know, I would say, you know, you were bringing together a very popular sport, very successful in F1. We've got Apple, which is, you know, a giant, successful company in its own right. So getting these two big companies to work together, it definitely it took a lot of meetings and, you know, a lot of lawyers, a lot of contracts. But at the end of the day, it ended up being a wonderful partnership and allowed us to, you know, make this film.
So, I'm curious, what advice can you give to younger generations who want to become filmmakers, who want to be in a movie like this one?
You just have to start making something. I mean, the beauty of growing up today is you've got all these amazing tools. You've got a phone, you know, in your pocket that can shoot a movie. So you just need to start making films and, you know, showing it to people and learning and making mistakes and learning from those mistakes and making your next thing. And eventually, you know, if you make something special, people will notice it. And then, you know, you can work your way up to making a film like this.
So the passion could be the key?
For sure. You have to be passionate. You have to love it because it's really hard. You know, this movie took 4 years to make. So you have to have patience. You gotta learn that, you know, you're gonna hear a lot of no's before you hear a yes. So you just gotta be prepared for that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.